No, sir. The voting citizens in the state of Oregon, they are not having it. If you are not showing up to work regularly after they voted you into office, you gotta go.
10 Oregon senators, 9 Republicans, and 1 independent are now ineligible to serve an upcoming term after the group skips session again on Thursday. Senate President Rob Wagner, a Democrat, once again criticizing the political power play.
This walkout must end. The people of Oregon desire it. Democracy demands it.
Republican Tim Knopp, minority leader in the Senate, joined the list of senators with 10 unexcused absences.
When we went down this road, we all recognized that there was a potential risk, and we were willing to take the risk to defend democracy.
That 10 unexcused absence threshold is a new one, set by voter-approved Measure 113, which was designed to discourage, if not prevent, walkouts just like this one. Republicans plan to challenge Measure 113 in court, but they have showed little care for the consequences over the past 3 weeks. Sandy Chung, president of ACLU of Oregon, said lawyers on her team believe 113 will hold up.
Sometimes it has to be implemented in order for people to understand. It's not simply words, but there will be real consequences that are enacted.
Proponents of Measure 113 says it has to. 68% of voters passed it for a reason, to stop destructive walkouts.
This particular method was considered to be something that everyone really understood, and the voters were very clear. They really liked it, they got behind the idea, and they overwhelmingly said, absolutely, people should show up for work, and if not, there should be consequences.
But Republicans are protesting bills on reproductive health care and gun regulation, arguing for more parental rights.
The idea that we should just be a speed bump while the Democrats move their extreme, unconstitutional and unlawful agenda is odd to me, considering that the Democrats killed the entire Senate Republican agenda.
Wagner says negotiations between the two sides have been unproductive, with neither side willing to move much at all. He says Democrats will not drop or change bills just because Republicans don't support them, arguing that voters elected a Democratic majority in the Senate to see these policies passed.
In a democracy, it is imperative that the minority should not have the ability to overrule and silence the will of the majority.
That is what we have been talking about. That's what we have been saying. We need a majority Democrat in the House and the Senate, at the state level and at the DC level. In Oregon, they have a majority Democrat Senate. And the bills that they want to bring forth and to pass, there is nothing that Republicans can do about it but walk out. And so that's what they did. They staged a walkout. And I think the walkout was for 10 days. You guys can correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong. Or it was longer than that. And this new law, you can't miss any more than 10 unexcused days. If you miss 10 unexcused days, you can be booted. You cannot apply for re-election. And that's what's going on. Can you imagine if we had a majority in the Senate and in the House up in DC? This is what we're talking about. If you have a majority in the House and in the Senate, Democrat, we can get some ish done. I'm not with the vote blue no matter who, but vote blue in November of 2024. Make sure you're choosing the right blue. Good job, Oregon. Good job.